At Mulungushi University, history is being written. The story being told is not only one of academic prowess. It is also a reflection of a lifetime dedicated to agriculture, enterprise, and service. This story is best told by the people who have watched it unfold over the decades. Farmers, chiefs, colleagues, and friends. It is the story of a cow herder who established himself as an undisputed ranching expert and eventually transforming into a leader and a trailblazer in diversified agribusiness. Hakainde Hichilema, once a barefoot boy herding cattle, now commands multiple farms across the country, a herd of several thousand cattle, a modern abattoir processing over 100 head daily, and employs hundreds of people nationwide. This is not just farming. This is vision in motion. Childhood and roots. As a boy, he rose before dawn to tend cattle. Those early lessons in discipline and responsibility shaped the man he would become.
I know HH, known him for years. Not that I know HH because he's now a politician, no. I know him. First of all, I saw his mother with a pregnancy until a child was born, who was later on named Hakainde. Hakainde was young, 5 years age. He was going to Mantanga, Kukuwila Mantanga Ungombe. Misobe. Mantanga in the bush. And we still had a lot of hyenas. He was not even threatened of anything. I believe he came up with that heart of love for animals. He built that love for animals when he was young. He was very intelligent in school. Again, there will be no one person from early stage, whether it's standard sub A or grade 1, in any examination, who will say that he beat again in one examination? No one. I would say he has been determined from youth. Probably it might have been a gift from God, I don't know. So probably God made him focus things ahead himself. I don't know. But I feel proud because he has never dropped his thermometer that it goes down at any single time. Every time his thermometer is just higher, like malaria.
Even as he built a successful career in accountancy, the farm always called him back. He fused business discipline with agricultural passion and transformed Zambia's livestock industry.
I think for me, it's an exciting thing having a president with an agricultural background. I think it's something, agriculture is a long-term industry, it's a long-term business. There's no quick buck in agriculture. It's something you're planning, everything's a 12-month planning period, and there's no, as I say, there's no quick buck. And in terms of running a country, it's the same thing. There's no quick, you've got to have a long-term plan and have the courage and the conviction to follow through with that long-term plan. And the results come at the end. So again, I think the patience and long-term view that agriculture instills in one is a huge asset in whether one's running a country or running a business. So again, no farmers, no food. And if you just take a look at Zambia National Farmers Union had 800,000 paid up members. You can be sure each one of those farmers had 10 dependents at least. That's 8 million people out of a population of 18 million. So that's 44% of the population is dependent on agriculture. And I always say Happy countries are countries with fertile soil and water. Zambia, we are blessed with fertile soils and we're blessed with water. If we use those resources properly, Zambia will be an incredible country, and I firmly believe that.
The model. At Naminwe Ranch, Ngabo and Ibamba Farms, superior genetics and careful breeding produce resilient, high-yield cattle. From the Choma feedlot to the Kalomo abattoir, every step is efficient, hygienic, and profitable.
Nyoma inangu nimense muhiyamo nibiregera wano ana Naminwe Ranch ndime supervisor ng'ombe. Ngobubere hembo tuberega wano tuwete ng'ombe Brahman asa 6. Wana ng'ombe yotusunga irinde ne magana utama season ala endana mbuli yindi ya dry season turahandanya ya masa 6 irahamba na guroka mubiri magana tikwizunga wayuma turayisanina tugete ko tusanina wono masenga kwali pona mbuli udiba turagoborora pe wiki asande hira diba na baba yisirwe twahirika mbono uwe hala ira yala mwaga ya yala after 7 months itoba hinyanga bombi tobahungula dina alema efa bamana bo guhungula balega kunyonka ito bapiri hali bamanya then mast years twasunga bakwanisha bo waniye bamuga mwine bababweza batora ku feed road kuchoma kubapangira ma program out namba he gusambara babu.
Zina yanga nine Bisos Manansa. Kuno ni kungawo ngabo church farm. Ndine farm manager hapa farm pano pamene. Tumachita dipping every week. Tulina ma groups ali 4. So day mozi tumadipa 2 groups. Twabweza ma group obire twatola ku dibi then twadiba then twahireka alimi the following day twabweza ma group ya mbobire. Pamozi farm yonse vimakwa na 1700. So tumapita che pakati hafu maenda madipisa then the following day matenga zinangu.
Kuli feed lot and kuli lunch. Ng'ombe ziri mu feed lot timagula ku ma farmers tima feedinga zikankala ready timagulisa. Za breeding zimazijesa chabe musanga zeka.
Nothing is wasted. Beef for supermarkets and butcheries, offals for informal traders, hides and byproducts fueling new businesses. Zero waste, maximum value. Community impact. But the true measure of a man's success is his impact on people.
Too many people, I can't even itemize them, that he has helped. So all those villagers around there are using his animals. What other help do you think a person can do? All those people down that side are using his animals, including down that side here, relatives and non-relatives. Relatives and the non-relatives are using his animals. Tatuimi majambo zongomusaida mayamba kunchungu mayamba kunchungu. No, tulimie ng'ombe. Tulimie ng'ombe so. Basune. So agende kulikibi basune oxen bamba basune mulongamu. Ng'ombe akuno mukupa magamu. So that's not any problem. Up to where you are seated now, hundreds of people are having his animals. Up to where you are seated. Not that he was doing, he is doing.
Farmers supplied with bulls growing stronger herds through improved genetics. Communities thriving through the provision of dip tanks and shared infrastructure.
Kutandiza bapanja bamene ba community ngati kwankala maliro kuloni matenda vinangu vija vakuti bantu bafuna tandizo bamdala bamatutuma tumatenga ng'ombe za kufamu kwa mene kutapereka kwa maliro kuja tapaya bantu baja. So benango balibe sibakwanisa balibe ndrama zakuti bagule malata yakuti bachite manyumba yao. So bamapempa bamabwera batenga mauzu bapereka bafaka pa bachita malata pa manyumba pao.
Againde Hijilema has gone beyond just agriculture-related support. He has constructed schools, drilled boreholes, and set up medical facilities in the communities surrounding his farms.
Usually what we are doing, when some communities come to visit the farm, they want to see me to get help from the farm. So we are doing those jobs minus the boss, because we are within. The small things you can't tell the boss, come and help these people. So they are looking at me.
New jobs, new markets, new futures, built from the soil and the cattle of Zambia.
Ine kuli bechamene nzochita. Choka mu 2021 pen nursery za school, pen nursery zochita general agriculture. Naenda chabe kusina zongwe, nenzekezi chape pali wanko. Pen namvera tewa kuli vacance kuno wafuna wangene sanchito. Naenda ukaromo wanachita ma interviews. Choka kuja ukaromo wananipasa nchito. And kuchoka pemeni nambo 7 kuno, at least naonako change, cause nambogula vintu vamene nifuna, nambogula tumbuzi ni masunga tumbuzi, nambogula na vili vonse maplots, so hapa at least life yenda ilichabe bwino life yanga. Hapa so nifuna okwatira. Senze ko mu program yokai kwenzeli beko peza drama, nenzeli bechito sinezo 7 mayo ngamujese cyane mwana wa bene. So hapa ni na program yo kwatira hapa naipanga no ipanga, so next month ni kwatira ina niziba kuti nzambo kwanisa kudiesa mwana wa bene naye ni kuvala vonse life zankala easy.
Ndakatalika mu 2012 ndakatalika kubereka muli mwangombe pona ndakauhiba uyenda muli pamuka mwini farm wakandiha muli mberere kubereka mukubereka mwebereka heberekeri mahala ndahola balandihoha mwehi pona ndakatalika ambi kuchikoha kula twangu kuchikoha kusunga utikegwa ya family yangu ambewo.
Ubo tumba kuti tulenderana mirawo ya famu alimwi unyina chitu bijira choba tujita jivyabi traveleka boka potu tuhola boka potu ahimwe hijitika honse tra hijita boka potu inga inamo mboba twambira.
The ripple effects are clear. Incomes rise, children go to school, villages prosper, people have access to clean water and better medical facilities.
My name's Mambo Mike. I'm a beef trader, a farmer too. I've been trading in beef from 2006 up to date. I supplied my first animal to this abattoir in 2006 when it opened. I was among the first traders farmers that brought animals here at the abattoir, at Kaloma Agro Beef. When you talk of the community, especially the community, they come to this abattoir to buy relish. Farmers is a center point whereby they bring their animals for slaughter. So it has really helped farmers, it has really helped the community. I was a teacher, then I decided to stop being a teacher. I went into business, animal business. I started supplying the abattoir. From the supplying of animals to the abattoir, I said I should have a farm. I bought a farm. From there, while doing the business at the abattoir, I said I need to own also animals to put on the farm. From animal 1, this time I'm animal 200 plus. I've built houses. I've taken my children to school. Whichever school they want, I take them because of being at the abattoir. So with me, I've really benefited from this abattoir. And it is a place to be. Because you never go wrong when you are dealing with agro, when you are dealing with beef, especially at Kaloma Agro Abattoir.
Irwindono irwande toguno dunjanji turanganya maningi jikero alimwi amuro imuro mumwe mumasaito mu uransi ono guno gubusena mbubo ingawa eta ng'ombe kuti ura ng'ombe inenete ayepo inga aseka moro likapoto maningi kambo para ura 65 ing'ombe ilikapoto twamana kusambara mari baratu pambona kuzo kakambo kainda maningi kupota wina kusesana hi chichona chindi baratu pamali.
Scale and vision. And the horizon stretches further. Expansion at Kalomo Abattoir is unlocking access to export markets across the SADC region and beyond.
Umlandu na imipaile bepaila ng'ombe ku Kalomo bali ba clean and bali ba reliable all the time. Nga ishitashonse ama customers bale fwaya ama product ndakwanisha okubapela ukwabula okukwata okutwishika natukwata ama customers abengi muno mu Lusaka almost munchende shonse sha mu Lusaka tinalumbula poshimo like Kanyama, Chawama, Chainda, ng'ombe, Chipata compound, Zingalume, to name them. Na alikwata ama company yamwe ava Zambia Thrift Police, R&R in Thorn Park and Kalahim, and Copper Belt na alikwata Delight ukasombalesa amkwani.
Jina lyami Mavis Chimbonde twakhana kusakwirira kusupport bana kutuhana kuno ku area ya Kalomo mu Abattoir kuma orders twakuwana mu Abattoir bana kutukafwa chikuma twakulishiramo bana twakufeta malentozi twakulisa bana through business ya mu Abattoir twakodanga ngati bana banakuya kushikola.
Eshina yandi nebo Joseph Mutale chikara kuno Kalomo bumi wandi obonsango bompo chikarira kuno Kalomo ngodangati mu Abattoir anaoda mwadi mu Abattoir aya mkomboni na kutaura nambo kuipika ndeshitisha baraba shikwete ko munani abachurire mbosambiri shabana omuntu ali abana ku school omo dating na nganda ero nambiro kushitisha namba mu 2018 era ishire kuno Kalomo magondola
naki na pressure silikando izwerera kwa southern kwanu kwa Kalomo lulekanga ngati balulekisanga ngati lwalekisa lwashera onachwalo kufumana masherengi akuli lubelekise mwangati mo so zeo zoluwezanga kwanu kwa Kalomo zolufumana nga mwangati masherengi onachwalo kiamangata bati onachwalo hainyani lwashera.
Crop diversification at Ibamba integrates wheat, maize, and other crops, creating a circular system where livestock feed the land and the land feeds livestock.
My name is David Somtela. I'm a Zambian and I'm a farmer by profession now. I used to be in marketing when I used to work for the airline. Now my profession has changed completely to a farmer. I first met Hakainde Chilema many years ago. I think when he was still practicing in accountancy, whatever. As a hi guy, we'll just say hi to each other and whatever. Then after some time, we started interacting, and he introduced himself to me, and I introduced myself to him before I'd even got into farming. But he was already into ranching. And through my interactions and whatever, at one point I told him, look, I'm now going into cropping. From there, we would interact each time we meet. How is the crop doing? Or what are you doing? That sort of thing. He said, my friend, I think we better be serious now. I need to start. I said, no problem. I'm available for you. We've been talking about this for a long time. I think, he says, I think I have to live by, to give an example, as a head of state. And I'm very interested so that I show the young people that you can actually do something instead of looking for a job or that sort of thing. I said, first and foremost, you have to get a manager.
My name is Maurice Chivundu. I'm the farm manager for Ebamba Ranch. What we do here is we do the cropping and the animal husbandry on the farm. To irrigate wheat, you require about 5,000 cubes of water. 5,000 cubes of water per hectare. When you multiply by 60, you are talking of 300 to 400,000 cubes of water per 4 months irrigation period. So if you do that by 4, you need about 1.2 million cubes of water to finish a crop of 4 months. So the water is abstracted from the Kafue River here. It's taken about 1.2 kilometers to the pivots. At the pivots, there are junctions to send them to the 4 pivots. We've got 4 pumps. Each pump feeds into a 60-hectare pivot, 60-hectare pivot, 60-hectare pivot. So that's how we irrigate. It's actually a good thing to have a cropping system amidst the ranching, because what happens, the residues that come from the cropping, we are able to make hay to feed into the feedlot for the cattle section. So the introduction of cropping has added an extra benefit to the feedlot. So that is a plus on our part.
He knows exactly what's happening there. That's a good thing about it. He knows, because farming, you have to know exactly what is going on. He questions. He wants to know what's going on. Why is this? Why not this? He's that sort of a person. And I think his accounting, background helps him a lot. So he's very mindful on how to run a business effectively. At the same time, he wants people to be accountable.
The legacy. What started with a handful of cattle on the plains has become a national blueprint for growth. Hakainde Hichilema's journey proves that agriculture is more than survival. It is empowerment. It is transformation.
Okay, I've known our president in many different roles. When I first came back to Zambia 30 years ago, he was my boss at Grant Thornton. So I called him Mr. Hichilema, and he was my boss. I then knew him for 30 years as a very important cattle supplier to us. I had the unfortunate situation of sitting on the other side of the table trying to negotiate cattle prices with what I called HH at the time. One thing I know is we've got a president at the moment who is well able to negotiate the best deal for Zambia that we're going to see. I've sat on the other side of the table, I've seen his negotiating skills, and there's no doubt in my mind we've got a president who can negotiate a good deal for our country at the moment. I then know him now, I call him Mr. President, and he's in the most important role out of all the roles he's had over the last 30 years. What he does now will impact our children and our grandchildren. So, as I say, it's an incredibly important job that he has, and it's a job that we all need to help in any way we can, because, as I say, this is something that will impact the lives of our children and our grandchildren.
I think he's a person who has seen agriculture as number one business. I think his focus is to make agriculture number one, because, he's opened up. He's opened up the export market, and he's made Zambia like the main hub for agriculture. We are the only country here who can produce seed. So we can feed all Africa. And he said, if Egypt, the desert, can do it, why can't we do it here? Because there's no better climate for maize than Zambia. Compared to all the countries in Africa, only Zambia can produce good maize. And we are centrally, as they say, centrally what? Located. He's influencing it because everyone now is going into production. I think there's more investment coming in. And there's a lot of people realizing now that the only way to go is in agriculture.
Based on his personal successes and victories in the agribusiness space, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema has been instrumental in influencing government policy that will drive and enhance agriculture in Zambia, as has been witnessed in his pronouncements.
In agriculture, we've seen a rebound in the production levels across major crops. For instance, Madam Speaker, in the 2024-2025 farming season, maize production increased to a historical 3.7 million metric tons. To ameliorate the effects of climate change and improve resilience, our government is supporting the development of irrigation agriculture. I want to say to our farmers across Zambia, you've shown resilience in the face of devastating drought in the last farming season. We have to appreciate you. We equally thank our traditional leaders for answering the call to actively engage in agriculture. This is true leadership. We wish to keep pushing towards our target of 10 million metric tons of maize per year by 2030. It is now in sight. Livestock. Our country is uniquely positioned to derive significant economic benefits from our livestock. The sector can be one of our key exports earners. That is why we have set a target of $1 billion of beef exports by 2030. Our government will continue to invest in livestock and fisheries to increase production and exports, as well as enhance job creation and food security. We therefore call upon our farmers, ordinary citizens, and national leaders, including honorable members of this august house, to join in the agricultural revolution.
Mulungushi University confers honorary awards on distinguished individuals who merit special recognition for their outstanding achievement, distinction, and contributions that are consonant with the vision, mission, principles, and values of the university. Such individuals are worthy of academic recognition for their deeds, achievements, and impact on the university and on society at large. The honorary awards are based primarily on the identified values and principles such recipients embody and aim to inspire the academic and professional community, as well as future graduates, to follow their examples of the leadership, dedication, and excellence. For Mulungushi University, an honorary doctorate constitutes recognition of the distinctive achievement that has added materially to the knowledge and the betterment of society. Through sustained farming models, livestock improvements, and market creation, the candidate before us has built pathways that uplift communities and empower future generations. These are not just economic contributions. No, they go far beyond that. They are lessons of resilience, lessons in strategy, and lessons in empowerment. The distribution of bulls to aid in the improvement of genetics, the establishment of abattoirs, and the modernization of feedstocks are acts of charity, are not acts of charity alone. They are models of sustainable agricultural development. They show how traditional knowledge can be blended with modern science to create wealth and food security for the nation. What Mulungushi University has heard, seen, and experienced has convinced the University Senate, beyond any shadow of doubt, that the candidate has shown remarkable and excellent application of business and agricultural acumen, which is an important trait for the growth of the Zambian agricultural sector. By awarding him with the honorary doctorate in agribusiness, Mulungushi University affirms that leadership rooted in knowledge and community service is worth of academic recognition at the highest level. From a boy herding cattle to a businessman and a farmer to the president of Zambia, the candidate's journey shows what is possible. The doctorate honors not just the man, but the values he represents, namely discipline, service, generosity, and vision. Mulungushi University believes that legacy of the candidate will be remembered not only in titles, but in the lives he has helped to lift, the farmers he has inspired, and the land he has made fruitful. The candidate's name is Hakainde Hichilema, born on the 4th of June 1962 in Wenga village, Monze district of Southern Province.
And on 21st November 2025, Mulungushi University made history, conferring an honorary doctorate in agribusiness upon President Hakainde Hichilema, a moment that recognized not just a leader, but a lifelong champion of agriculture. Agriculture is the lifeblood of Zambia. Mulungushi University, a powerhouse in agricultural education and innovation, bestows honorary doctorates only on individuals whose work has reshaped society. In 2025, the university decided that President Hakainde Hichilema's contribution to national agriculture transformation deserved its highest academic recognition.
By virtue of the authority entrusted unto me, I constitute this assembly as a special convocation ceremony to award an honorary doctorate of Mulungushi University.
The ceremony, held at the Mulungushi International Conference Center Kenneth Kaunda Wing main auditorium, was filled with energy. Students, faculty, dignitaries, and farmers witnessed the conferral of the Honorary Doctor of Agribusiness.
Mr. Chancellor Sir, in recognition of his visionary leadership, transformative contributions to agribusiness, and commitment to the socio-economic advancement of Zambia, it is my privilege and honor to present to you Mr. Hakainde Hichilema for the conferment of the honorary doctorate in business of Mulungushi University. Mr. Chancellor, sir.
By virtue of the authority entrusted unto me, I award the honorary doctorate in agribusiness of Mulungushi University to you, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema.
As President Hichilema received the doctoral hood, the applause told the story. A nation honoring one of its own.
First and foremost, I want to offer my gratitude, a sense of gratitude, appreciation, deep appreciation, how humble I am, deeply humbled to receive this honorary doctorate in agribusiness from Mulungushi University. Thank you, Mulungushi University. Thank you very much. And I dedicate this honor to Zambia's hard-working farmers, to our national belief that we, the farmers, as my two colleagues have said, Kao and Dev, are privileged to feed our people.
Mulungushi University's recognition of President Hichilema marks a milestone for the country's agricultural future. It is a reminder that leadership grounded in experience and driven by innovation can move a nation forward.
May God bless all of you in this hall today. May God bless Mulungushi University. May God bless our farmers and those in this sector of agribusiness and other businesses, because we are all interlinked. There's no sector that can survive without others. May God bless the people and our beloved country, Zambia. Thank you very much.
On this day, Zambia celebrated more than a degree. It celebrated a vision. From herds to hope, from the soil to the future, this is Zambia's story.